So first of all, I want to thank every single person that has reached out to me through messages on Facebook, Instagram, text messages, phone calls. I guess I threw a lot of people off. I had a feeling that was going to and stuff like that, but I didn't realize the amount of people that were going to reach out to me and express their concern, express their love, express their just sending healing vibes over, man. I thank you. Honestly, thank you. It makes me feel really good. And to one of you, you know who you are. You want to feed me meatballs, right? I know. I lost some weight. Listen, the great news is that I've stabilized my weight over the last 3 or 4 weeks, which has been huge. But ultimately, the reason why I wanted to hop on here again and stuff like that is because, I stated on the last video that I started testing yesterday. I did an MRI yesterday. I was at the urologist today. I got an appointment tomorrow at the GI specialist. I have some, procedure on Friday that I got to prep for tomorrow all day. I got another test on Monday and an allergist on Tuesday. And so it's like I'm kind of in the gauntlet right now, It's kind of put best to me this morning that I'm in the gauntlet. And while I'm doing all these medical tests, I think the most important thing that I can stress to you guys and stress to everybody watching this is the fact that and I fully believe this, I fully have faith in this, if it wasn't for the fact that I didn't start, or that if I start, words get twisted up, man, because I'm just, I'm still getting back into this rhythm and stuff. So I've explained to you guys what kind of happened and stuff like that. But ultimately, what I really want to express is the fact that hadn't I started when I did with all the holistic modalities such as breathwork and Reiki and Acupuncture and, doing journeys on myself as I've done on many of you out there and stuff like that, Shamanic Journeys, meditations, relaxation poses, certain type of stretching and stuff like that, moving the body, somatic practices, Spinal Flow Energetics through a NO CRACK chiropractor. I just named off a slew of holistic modalities. I'm telling you right now, if I didn't do all those things, I believe I'd still be where I was about 8 weeks ago, 9 weeks ago, 10 weeks ago. And that was in a really fucked up place. It was a really shitty place for me to be in. My mental and emotional state I didn't even look like myself. I didn't feel like myself. I was walking around stiff as a board, like couldn't move my neck. Everything was tight. Everything was stiff. Everything was like to the point where I was afraid to walk around. I was afraid that if I made any type of movement or anything like that, that it would affect another area of my body, because that's what was happening. It was like so widespread. All of those modalities saved me. They have saved my life. They put me to where I am today. Yes, I'm going through the medical community. Yes, I'm doing those tests. And I think that's extremely important too. But we can't discount the power of our belief system in healing ourselves from stressful situations, knowing that our body stores trauma at such a deep level in our fascia, in our muscles, in our organs. Like, we store trauma in every part of our body. I have such an extended belief now, such a greater belief in the fact that this body is, while it's part of my being, it also has been given to me to ride this life where I am today, okay? Where I've been in this life. This is the body that was granted to me. And I can tell you right now, you work with it and it'll work for you. You resist it, it will fuck you up, because I've experienced both, okay? And I feel like I'm a brand new baby being born again, because, I joke around with a lot of people that I talk to about this, that I believe prior to the age of 5, the reason why many of us don't remember this stuff is simply because the growing pains probably are so goddamn painful. That's why they call them growing pains, right? So we don't really remember the stuff that we're growing into our body, and our bones are expanding and our skin is expanding and all these things. I swear to God, the stuff that I have felt is so exactly like that. The electric shocks that have gone through muscles and fascia that's being opened up. And it's as if the nerve centers weren't firing the way they should have for such a long period of time, that's what started happening as things started to open up, as I started to heal, as I started to release the trauma that I no longer needed, that didn't serve me anymore. It's been a wild ride, and I still got these few tests left. And while, I'm going to fully admit there's some nervousness around them, right? I think there should be. I also have a straight up belief that we're capable of so much more, given the information that we have today, knowing that if we work with our body, if we work in the sense of really releasing and surrendering and letting go and allowing ourselves to just be and move out of that fight or flight state and go into parasympathetic, our calm, relaxed state, which can take a lot of work to get to for many of us, especially in this part of the goddamn fucking world, man. All right? We run at fucking 1,000 miles an hour every minute of the goddamn day. And we need to slow down. And we don't just need to slow down because it feels good. We need to slow down because that's what our being, that's what our body needs. That's why I'm saying to you, give your body what it needs. Work with it, don't work against it. If you're having pain in your hips, your lower back, if you're having pain in your legs, your upper back, your shoulders, your neck, if you're tight, you're constricted all the time, guys, these are warning signs. They're warning signs that things could get much worse, and they can get much worse real fast. I got taken down. I really did, man. I got knocked the fuck out. Debo reference, right? I got knocked the fuck out. I can't stress to you enough that I don't want anybody going through what I went through. It's painful. As I stand here and talk to you, I'm also still feeling it. I'm still in that space. My neck is still a little tight. It still radiates into certain muscles. My back is still a little tight, but, as I mentioned on the last video, multiple tests. So far, nothing. And I'm glad, right? Some people want answers. I wanted answers at one point. I really did. I wanted answers. The truth of the matter is, me looking for those answers was because I was trying to control the narrative. I was trying to control the outcome. I wasn't listening to what my body was asking me to do. I wasn't listening to that deeper side of things. We need to really fucking pay attention, man. We really need to listen to our bodies because it's there for us. It's there to protect us, yet look at it like a database. The easiest way that I can explain it, I haven't gone through this. You have a gigabyte of information available to you that you can store onto any drive, right? Your body's the exact same way. Our body can store terabytes and whatever's past that and all that other stuff. But at a certain point, it caps out. It maxes out. And when it maxes out, it goes on the fritz. And you have to get to a place where you get it out of that space. So if anybody's going on, if anybody has anything like this going on that I've described, reach out to us. You're not alone in this. Man, I felt so goddamn alone for the first couple of months. And then I realized I wasn't alone because I got a great community behind me, but I've also made a deeper, that calling that I got, that faith, that belief in the higher realm, that belief that he exists, and I've known it all along because I've called upon that, We call upon everything that we have at our fingertips. And when we develop that deeper sense of knowing and belief, we're no longer alone. So if you guys have gone through something similar and stuff like that, reach out. You're not alone. There's help. I promise you there's help, especially if the medical community is literally looking at you like you're crazy, like they did with me, you know? Reach out.